dudes? Back at it again with another video. We gotta get this thing buttoned up. So we're gonna get the bottom end finished, get the oil pump on, get everything dressed on the bottom end. We're gonna get the pan tapped for the drain piece. I got a bolt-on one. It's not weld-on, which is okay by me, because when I was gonna do this previously, I wasn't gonna have anything to weld anyways, so to weld with anyways. But we have the bolt-on one. It's from Black Mamba or Mamba on eBay. I have their drain tube as well, so we're gonna get the oil pan tap for that. We gotta get the rear main seal on, the oil pump, the breather box in the back. We gotta get all that done. It's coming along nicely. We're gonna get the oil pump on as well, and you might even get the head together in this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cracking away at this, and yeah. Alright, our canister on the back. We're actually going to I'm gonna cap this piece. This is the PCV, and what feeds the PCV anyways. Because all of our crankcase ventilation is gonna be through the valve cover to the catch can. So I'm gonna bolt this on, but it's basically going to be capped. I'll put a vacuum thing over it and clamp it, and we should be good. Well, I put this on before I put the thermostat housing tube on, so I gotta take it off, but we'll go next. Now these, they basically hold the timing belt on, but they're lipped. So this one, it curves outward like this, and that one curves the same way, but what you want it to have is the round edge facing away. Because if this was facing towards the belt, it would cut into it. So facing away, it helps guide the belt. This would go here, and then the thing with the crank pulley would go on, but we still got to put the timing cover yet on and the timing belt, so. Alright, so since this is a Minime, sometimes the tensioner, it doesn't want to work correctly. So you can see the tensioner that I had on it previously was, I think it was a Z6 tensioner, and I just modified it so it would work because it was extremely too tight. This gave me some adjustability to it. I'm going to see if the Z6 one will work again by itself. If it does, we'll use it. If not, this one's still good, but I may modify that one just to be safe. Alright, so Carlos forgot to order water pump. It's okay though. We're going to reuse the one that came off of the Minime. It wasn't weeping, it wasn't overheating, so it's in good shape. And when we pull the head later down the road to do the valve springs and the camshaft, we will put in a new water pump. And I'll make sure that we do that. But I'm going to clean this one up real quick. It doesn't look bad. The bearings feel really good, to be honest. So I'm going to clean that up and we're going to slap that thing on here. So now I remember why I did this to this tensioner. So it's gonna be hard to see. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but with this hole lined up over here, and you look through there, you know how you can't see the hole directly. That's because it doesn't line up perfectly. You need an A6 tensioner, but the A6 tensioner is larger, which causes a lot of tension on the belt. Now I wallowed this out right here so that when you put it on, you can slide it back and then the hole lines up. You see it? Not lined up, lined up. So this gave me just enough adjustability that I was able to get the bolt to tighten down. And this is why I did that. This tensioner feels good, but this one feels better. So when Carlos gets here, I'm gonna wallow this out a little bit, just like this one, so we can get this to line up. We're gonna use the new tensioner because although this does still work, I'd rather go with the new one, right? All right, real quick, I don't know where my wire wheel is, so I'm putting the valves in the drill and then just using a brass brush to clean them. But yeah, I'm just putting it in the drill and using a brush and running it against the brush to clean it. We're gonna get the spark plugs out the head, get the head cleaned. Once we have the valves cleaned, we're gonna put them in, put the valve seals in, and we're gonna get the head on the bottom end. Alright, so I got the exhaust valves about as clean as I could get them. I just put them in the drill and then spun them and then held a brush to them. They're decently clean. I'm gonna do a lap job on the exhaust only because the intake seats are very flat. The valves are super clean, but the exhaust looks like there's might be some junk, so I'm just gonna lap the exhaust valves, get those real quick done. I'll show you before and after. I'm not gonna show you me doing it. I'm gonna do those and then we can move on to getting this thing assembled. Alright, so I can't get the valves clean enough to get the suction cup on there, and I think the seats are good enough, so we're gonna send it. They don't look bad. I'm pretty sure it's gonna seal. It sealed really well before I pulled it apart. It had great compression, so we're gonna get this head together, man. I'm gonna put the seats on, put the valve stem seals on, just get the valves in there, put the valve springs, keepers in, and get this thing going. So I'm not gonna show it to you guys. I showed you how to take it off. I will show you how to put the valve stem seals on though. Alright, so putting the valve stem seals on, it's pretty simple. You just want to put a little bit of oil in the valve stem seal itself, and you're going to press it down. Alright, so these are actually the wrong ones. These I think are for B16. Carlos ordered the wrong ones. But the kit that we got, the gasket kit, came with seals. And these differentiate exhaust from intake, although they are the same. The intake have a white spring and the exhaust have a black spring. So I'm gonna open these up and get these on there and show you how to do them. Alright, so like I was saying earlier, you see a little bit of oil. So what I do is I like to scoop it up, well, kinda. Just go like that. Rub it all around in there. Make sure it's very nice and lubricated. And then put it on top. Make sure that bottom seat's there first. You know how many times I've done that by accident? Too many. You'll feel it pop down, and then you just gotta push it down. Now, if it doesn't go down all the way, you can use a 10 mil. Put it on top, and extension as well, like this, and you just push. I think it's down all the way. Tap it a little bit. Then it's done. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Push it down. I did it with my fingers and it sat down. I just wanted to make sure it was seated, so I gave it a little tap. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. And then you put the valves in. The seals will basically kind of hold the valve, and then put it back in how you took them out. All right, guys. I got the head together. New valve stem seals in it. All the valve springs are in. These are stock retainers. That's how I ran it before. The steel, so not really any type of, I don't have to like take care of them or anything, which is nice. Titaniums you have to keep repairing, or replacing, because they get soft and yada yada yada. So we're gonna get the head studs in the block. We're gonna get the dowels in the block, and then we're gonna put the head gasket on and set the head down and get it torqued.
Putting a lot of tender loving care, motherfucker, don't blow up.
Yeah, I think we should be okay.
Because I'm your new daddy, and trust me, I won't treat you any more kind than for
So we went with the Climatic 30,000s, 75 millimeter. So Alright, first torque sequence, we're gonna do 30. I don't want to run this extension, but I have to, so. Next one is 60. Last one's 80. Alright, I'm checking one more time. Sweet! She's looking good. She's torqued down. I don't know if they recommend 80 foot-pounds on the head studs, but we're gonna see boost. So, and I torqued it to this before, so yeah, it's good. But now that we have the head on, we can mock up the manifold and the turbo and see exactly where the drain is gonna go on the oil pan and see how much clearance we have here for a downpipe, because I don't think we're gonna have much, but we can still mock it up. So let's just mock it up, see what it looks like. And I know I didn't tell you guys because I was keeping it a secret, kind of, sort of, but we did pick up a new turbo for the setup. The turbo we picked up is a, I don't know if you can see this, but this says GTX3576R. It's a ball bearing GT35 turbo with the 76 exhaust housing. I think that's what this is. We'll have the boost, we'll be able to have all the boost pressure of the 35 and the spool time of the 76R. So it's nice, it's beautiful, it's brand new. It's a 3-inch outlet, and it also, if you guys are familiar, has the T51R mod. It's basically, really what it is a surge housing mod. If you can see right in the blades, in the middle of the blades, there's a groove cut out, and then there's this ring around the edge right here. It helps with boost pressure, leaving the turbocharger housing, the compressor housing, and not surging back onto the turbo blades. If you know what that does, it creates a fucking hell of a noise. As you're under boost and stuff, it'll whistle very, very, very loudly, and we're excited. We can't wait to hear it. But yeah, GTX 3576R. This thing is fucking massive. Look. Yep, it's big. So we're gonna get the studs for the turbo manifold. We're gonna try and bolt this thing up if we can, and see what it looks like. It's beautiful. It really is. It's so fucking massive. We do have some complications though. For one, we have to clock the turbo yet, but this downpipe is going to be ridiculously tight and stupid because it's 3-inch. So me and Carlos are thinking this may not be an option for us, this manifold, especially just with this turbo. We have a T04E that would fit perfectly, and we have a downpipe that works with it, but it's kind of small. But we really, 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 really want to run this turbo.
With the both, Papi.
Yeah, we want to run this turbo for all the reasons, and this is not going to work here. There's not enough space. If I did have the back purge kit, I could probably just lop off the flange here and then re-weld it straight, which would give us more space. But we're going to look into some manifolds and honestly see, you know, I guess what we can run and get away with, because this one's not it. So yeah, I honestly don't know. We still got a few things to put on the engine, so we're gonna take care of those real quick. The only thing we can't do is put on the oil pan because, well, we can put on the oil pan, but we're gonna have to take it off again to do the drain for it. So let's finish getting this thing together. You just be ordering anything, don't you?
Huh?
You just be ordering anything, don't you?
What?
It doesn't work.
What?
This is for like a GSR or something. No! What the fuck? Yo! Who left him in charge? We got the wrong gasket, but we're gonna mock up the manifold nonetheless. Wow, this thing is nice. Is this 70 mil?
No.
This isn't? We have to port it?
Yeah.
Yep, did it come with bolts?
Yeah.
Ah, why isn't this 70 mil? Like, that should be a minimum for this. The fuck? But it looks nice. Is this for a D16?
Should be, yes.
I'm gonna check for it. Okay, that fits. That works. You did something right. This guy. Now we don't have a gasket right now, but we might have to get those two. That looks nice. This thing looks like it's going to make some power.
I know, it looks good.
Oh yeah. That's it, man. We're contemplating grabbing a different manifold because this one may not work. And I really don't want to cut this flange off and twist it, although I could. I'm just a little worried about it because I don't have the back perch kit, and that buddy of mine recommended to me some solar flux. It's called solar flux type B. So I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do yet, but I'm gonna get this camshaft in here. I'm gonna get the cam caps on. I'm gonna get the oil pan on so we don't have any dust floating around, and just a few odds and ends. So guys, I just want to apologize for the video ending there. As I'm uploading this as I'm editing this right now, for some reason the next clips until I got the engine basically wrapped up, they didn't upload well. I tried to download them again from the SD card, and they were just glitchy and hitchy, and it wasn't smooth. You couldn't really understand what was going on. My voice sounded fine, but the video clips were very shaky, and not shaky, but they kept glitching. So fortunately, after that point there, we got the cam on the engine, we got it timed up, we got everything torqued down. I didn't put the oil pan on yet because I don't have brake clean to clean it, but I did put the valve cover on to keep dust out the top, and I also covered everything in a plastic trash bag so that no dust goes in the bottom. Yeah, that's basically it. We are probably going to cut the manifold, and honestly, I'm probably just gonna have to MIG it. It is what it is. We will definitely get a better manifold in the future. I would love to TIG it, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. We're gonna get what we can get. But yeah, I'm gonna probably end up cutting it and making it just so the turbo will sit not at an angle, like it won't sit like this. It'll sit flat and straight across the engine bay, and that'll give us a little bit more room for the downpipe. Other than that, and the oil pan, the engine is ready to bolt to the clutch and then bolt that to the transmission once we clean the transmission and get it into the car and get it ready to have everything start to get fabbed up, intercooler piping, stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's all for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about the last few clips that you guys didn't see because of for whatever reason. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. I'll check you in the next one. Deuces.